Hi everyone, this is a new video about how to create groups and users in LearnBook, as I've just updated this process to make it easier and more compact and faster in the way that we create users in LearnBook. So I'm going to show you quickly how I would create, if I had a new learner who had come to me, let's say his name is Frank, and I want to create Frank's username and his group. So remember that in LearnBook, you have to have a user in a group. You can't, even if it's an individual user, he or she has to be in a group, an individual group. So we start there, clicking on groups. And you can see all the groups that I have here in the LearnBook Academy. So I'm going to make another group by clicking on the new button here. And that takes a little minute just to populate the group with a demo message and to create all the information about the group, and also to add you as the first member of that group. This is the list here where you'll see all the members of that group. So we want to first change the group name. So say this is Frank's group. I'm going to call it Frank Group 40 hours, whatever you want to call it, that would indicate to you what it is. And click on the tick to save that. And then you can either start adding existing users. So say I have somebody called Frank there. I do have somebody called Frank, but maybe that's not the right Frank. If it was, I could click on him and click on plus, and he would go into the group. And if I don't want him in the group anymore, I click the remove button to get him out of the group. But say I want to have somebody new in this group. So I'm creating this group for my new learner who is not yet registered on the platform. Just click on new user and very quickly enter some simple details like, so this is Frank Kelly, his name. And so it's frankkelly@gmail.com. And an admin user will see that you can make him a teacher if you want. If you're not an admin user in your school, you're a teacher, you won't be able to add people as teachers. Everybody you add will automatically be added as a learner. And if we leave this unchecked as an admin, then this person will be added as a learner. And it's a good idea to upload a profile photo, because without one, we could, when you add a profile photo, you're making it a bit more personalized for that learner so they can see their face, especially for your own profile as a teacher. It's better to have a profile photo so they can see you, and they get a visualization of who they're talking to. It makes it more realistic, more personal. But if you don't have one, it doesn't matter. Just click on create, and that'll make the user and add him or her into your group. It just takes a little minute to create them, add them to the different groups that they need to be in. Remember that when you create a new user, they're added to this group, they're added to the school where the group is contained. So for me, LearnBook Academy. And they're also added to this, what you see here. LearnBook Academy is a school that's for all users of LearnBook. It doesn't matter which school you're in. LearnBook Academy is there to provide you with tutorial videos. It's tutorial videos for learners and also tutorial videos for teachers. So when you add a learner, they're automatically added to your school, but they're also added to LearnBook Academy, where they'll be put into the tutorial group for learners, and they'll see videos about how they can use the platform. So it means that you can tell your learner when they log in for the first time, they will log directly into your school. They'll see your school first, but they can also change schools to go to LearnBook Academy to look at some tutorial videos if they need to learn how to use the platform. So now that Frank is in the group, that's finished. If I want to get him into LearnBook, at the moment he's only in the group. He has not been sent an email for his password. Now that is on purpose, because normally when I create a group anyway as a teacher, I start by adding lessons and adding materials before the learner comes into that group. So I like to set up the group first before the learner is able to access that group. So it means that he's in there and the group is ready to go. As soon as I've finished adding my materials and I'm happy that the group is ready, then I can go into Frank's profile to edit his details. Click here. You can see a bit more information this time. So when he started, if I want to add a start date and end date for billing purposes, or e-learning hours also for billing purposes, just so I can keep track of when he's supposed to start and finish with the contract that I might have with him. And there you can see the groups he's a member of. So like I said, I've added him to a group in my school, but he's also automatically added into the tutorial group for learners and into the LearnBook announcements group, which is where you'll hear about if there's the platform is going to be out for maintenance or something like that, or there's a major change to the platform. So he's a member of all of these groups automatically. Now, if we're ready to get him in the LearnBook to have a look around, we can send him his password by clicking on this button here. When you click that, it will send him an email with a link telling him to set up his password. When he clicks that link, he chooses his password, and he'll be sent directly into your school, into the group that you've created for him, and he can see all of the information that you've put into his group. So that's basically how to add a group and immediately add a learner to that group. And then when you're ready to go into that learner's profile and set a password for him.